So, are you okay with us talking about your friend Aaron?
Yeah, sure. I've had time to cope with it, so yeah.
Alright. Is it okay if we record this just to make a memorial video?
Sure,
for
yeah,
your parents?
no problem. Yeah.
Alright, I just need you to start by stating your name and looking at the camera.
Okay. I'm Jeff Baker. Is that all you need?
Yeah,
Alright.
and do you consider yourself one of Aaron's best friends?
Yeah. I mean, he would tell me everything. Well, at least I thought he would.
Well,
So
tell me about Aaron.
there's a lot to say about Aaron. Well, Aaron was one of the best friends you can ask for. He was always willing to help. If you needed help with, sports, or you could talk to him about your relationships, anything. I always talked to him about my girlfriend. He'd always give me his advice and try his best to help out. But he never really asked help from us, so it was kind of weird. But he was a smart kid. He must have always been stressed out because his parents were always hounding him about getting good grades and stuff, and he tried his best, but he just really couldn't concentrate. I think he had some kind of problem. I don't know what it was. He would never talk about it. But he was really smart. He was always telling us facts and stuff at lunch, and he just seemed like a really smart guy. But he just never put it into practice. I mean, he wasn't doing well in school. We all knew it. He was in my classes. He just never let anyone know how bad it was. I do remember the Friday he stayed home from school. It was in May. Nobody thought anything of it because he was always sick in May. I mean, no one ever thought anything of it. But the weird thing was, he was always putting statuses and updates and stuff on his Facebook and his Twitter, but he stopped all of a sudden. It was really weird, and I texted him because I thought he must have been really sick, so I asked him if he was doing okay. He just said, yeah, and that was the last thing he texted me. Just Y-A, yeah. Well, over that whole weekend, he didn't put anything on Facebook or Twitter, nothing. It's like he dropped off the earth, really. He wouldn't reply my text after that. I tried to hang out with him, but he didn't want to, I guess. He just didn't reply, but I don't know. The whole weekend, he was just gone. It was weird. And then the Monday when we came back to school, I walked in the first period, and he still wasn't there. I was really concerned at this point. I had no idea what was going on because, I was thinking he was my best friend, but, he stopped talking to me and everything. So I went home and still nothing. Then the next day, again, he wasn't in class. Then the principal walked into our classroom. He told us that his mother found him dead in his room, committed suicide. I broke down. I could not take it. I mean, my best friend killed himself, and no one even saw it coming. No one saw it coming. He never said anything of it. No one had a clue. This is how serious it was. No one ever would have thought. No one ever thought he had problems like that. It must have been so bad, too, where he couldn't even take it anymore. He never asked for our help. I would have tried to help him as best as I could, but he just never asked me. Now he's gone, and all I can think about is the only ones to blame are the people that really loved him, and because we didn't see these signs of his problems, no one even saw what was coming. You know how guilty that makes us feel? No one saw his problems coming to this kind of tragic end, even me. That's all I have to say.